Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever video on Triple Crown Racing 2 Electric Boogaloo. And for the first video on the second channel, it's only right that we cover the second race from a one track, which I think is going to happen quite a few times throughout the 2020 Formula 1 season. I've just watched the 70th anniversary Grand Prix from Silverstone, and well, a lot of people in the Formula 1 community like it, unless there is, battles for the lead constantly up front in a race, or, it's raining and there's crashes and there's lots of things happen. A lot of people in the Formula 1 community like to complain that a race is not interesting unless that happens. But I think the 70th anniversary Grand Prix, or the British Grand Prix 2 Electric Boogaloo, I think that joke's going to get old very soon. But I think as a strategy race, and actually as a race in general, it was very interesting, and I think it is actually proof that strategy races can be very interesting. Obviously, the story of the race was the battle between the two Mercedes and Max Verstappen. Now, as we're starting to see this year, and as the commentators mentioned during the broadcast, the Mercedes cars are affected by heat, and that was really showing at this race because the tyres were degrading very, very quickly on the Mercedes. And I think that may have also been a setup issue because it reminds me very much of the IndyCar race from Texas. I think it was the 2018 IndyCar race at Texas where all the Penske cars, they were getting these lines or blisters going all over the tyres. And I almost feel like a similar thing could have been happening to the Mercedes. That was obviously, as a result of some different tyre choices this weekend compared to last weekend, and obviously the heat was affecting the car. But the Red Bull seemed to be very well set up. It seemed to be very good on its tyres. It seemed to be dealing with the heat very, very well, and it was also a very, very good drive from Max Verstappen. I don't think too many drivers, could have pulled off something like that quite like him. And, well, naturally, Max Verstappen won the race with Lewis Hamilton in second and Valtteri Bottas in third. Charles Leclerc, or Charlie Chocolates, as I like to call him, and I implore everybody to start calling him Charlie Chocolates. The reason I say the reason I decided to start calling him Charlie Chocolates is because, well, Charles, you can say, is Charlie, and because David Croft likes to say Leclerc like Leclerc, which sounds like a chocolate. You could say his name's Charlie Chocolates. So Charles Leclerc is now Charlie Chocolates from now on, and then I guess that sort of ends any disputes over how the pronunciation of the name is supposed to be. But yeah, he did a really good job to bring the car home fourth. A little bit disappointed that my homeboy couldn't grab a podium, but then again, that Ferrari car is terrible, and Charles Leclerc did really well to outperform the car and get that car into a good position. So well done to Charles Leclerc. I'm also a little bit disappointed that Nico Hulkenberg couldn't come in clutch and get a podium. It was a little bit weird because they pitted him very close to the end of the race, which I thought was a bit odd. I think I've read a couple of tweets saying that Hulkenberg was struggling with vibrations, and Racing Point just wanted to get him to the end of the race. There is also the possibility that Lawrence may have given the position to his son Lance, which would be a little bit unfortunate. But Nico Hulkenberg still did really well in his first Grand Prix back. Obviously, these guys have a little bit more experience on him. They've got a few more races under their belt this year. But overall thoughts on the race, I really enjoyed it. I like, I've enjoyed most of the races this year, and I think that may be in part due to the fact that they're scarce this year, so Grand Prix are hard to come by, and therefore I'm enjoying them more when I have them. I've probably been enjoying these races a bit more than I have done in previous years, but I really enjoyed this race. I enjoyed I enjoyed the actual British Grand Prix because the on-track action was very exciting, but we got quite a different race this time around, and I really enjoyed it. So I've enjoyed quite a few of the races for different reasons. So another good Formula 1 race, even though we were racing at Silverstone for a second time, which is no bad thing because Silverstone is always fantastic. A little bit weird we didn't see the safety car today because I remember at the British Grand Prix, it was like either Martin Brundle or David Croft said over the over the broadcast that they get a safety car pretty much every single year they go there. And it was something like, we've had a safety car for the last however many years it was, which I thought was an interesting stat. And we didn't actually get one today, unless I must have zoned out completely when there was one. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed that race, actually. And this was just a little, a bit of an unscripted video that I decided to put together after the race, just to get some content up on this new account in case the main channel ever anything ever happens to the main account. So what do you think of this style of video? Do you guys want more videos like this with different types of series on this channel? What do you think? Leave all your thoughts in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, go subscribe to the main channel, because that's where all the good stuff goes. This is just where all the B-grade material goes. But anyway, leave all your thoughts in the comments below. Follow the social media pages. Come join the Discord server where you can come chat to various like-minded people. And anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.